Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1970 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Cleveland Indians and the Seattle Pilots at Brainiac Stadium. On the mound for the Indians today is Rich Hand, whose record is 0-1 with a 9 ERA, and pitching for the Pilots is Bruce Brubaker, whose record is 3-2 with a 4.09 ERA. Okay, we now will start the month of July. We have a 3-game series versus the Indians. Then we have a day off. And then we have 3 games versus the A's in Oakland. And we will follow that up with the All-Star break, with the All-Star game being played in Cincinnati this year. Whoa, what is that all about? I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Somebody's hacking my computer while I'm playing this game, I guess. I don't know. Then we have the All-Star game here. A nice long break. During the All-Star break, probably on the day after the game, I guess, we will start trading away anybody who cannot be nailed down on our team. I mean, we're going to keep the young guys, the guys that we've drafted, that have some hope for a high rating and a good career for us. But anybody else who has their contract up will definitely be fair game, and that's what I'm planning on doing, is jettisoning some of these players away. Okay, so before we start today's game, you may remember last month at the end of May, I did, for the first time, an end of May pyramid in which we looked at the top players in the game based on their WAR so far this year. And we have now completed the month of June, and here is the end of June player pyramid. Now, last pyramid, Darrell Evans was the top dog on the pyramid, but now he's injured. And I think we'll probably see him slide down the pyramid. The new number 1 is Don Wilson of the Astros with a 5.8 WAR. I think we'll come back to it here, but we'll take a look at Don Wilson and show you his pitching stats. There we go, right there. So he's 13-4 this year, after coming off a 23-3 season. His ERA is actually lower than last year's, a 1.80, 10 complete games and 4 shutouts, 124 strikeouts in 155 and a third innings pitched, rated a 93, fastball it's a 95 rating. I mean, he's not going to be a free agent until 1972. He's still young. Oh, welcome, Anderson, 4545. To our channel. A new subscriber just popping up there. So anyway, he is our new number 1, and sitting at number 2 is none other than Nolan Ryan, who moved up a couple in the pyramid. The biggest gainer is J.R. Richard, who went from being off the board all the way to the beginning of the 3rd tier. We also have in front of him, we have Tom Seaver and Bobby Tolan. Sal Bando, basically in the same spot he was. Larry Dierker, Tony Soleta moved up from the 5th spot for the Yankees. He's their first baseman. Johnny Bench dropped down. He was number 2 last time around. Don Sutton moved up a little bit. We're going to wrap it up here with Mel Stottlemyre, Joe Morgan, Juan Marichal. Carl Morton jumped on the board. He's a newcomer. Catfish Hunter, lefty Steve Carlton just joined the board. Frank Howard fell all the way down from the 2nd tier. It was Andy Messersmith after beating us a little bit. Rick Wise is the only player that actually stayed right in the exact same spot he was at the end of May. And then we have Mike Torres, Mike Epstein, who fell from the 2nd tier. Gary Nolan, and we wrap it up with Dean Chance jumping onto the pyramid. So there's our top players in the game so far. Of course, there are no Seattle Pilots players. That's a little bit of a bummer, but, to be expected, I suppose. Okay, I hope that was fun and interesting. I hope you guys like that. I think I'll continue that for the rest of the year. Mostly, I enjoy doing it. I don't know if it's interesting to you guys or not, but, I like to add different things every season, and why not, Doesn't take up too much time for me to pull that together. All right, so we have Bruce Brubaker on the mound. He's coming off his worst start of the year. Current Indians lineup is batting .375 against him. Ouch. We have all of these bullpen arms available today. That's good news. We might need it. Rich Hand, who I believe is only making his second start this season, as the Indians pitching staff has 4 significant injuries, including 2 starting pitchers. So Rich Hand will get a start today. Here's our lineup versus righties. We had one player who was tired, that is Tommy Agee, so he will sit. We're going to put Joe Pepitone in center field, and we know defensively that tends to allow a lot of base hits to fall into center field, so Pepitone's range will be a factor out there. Everybody else, for the most part, is the norm. Okay, let's take a look at the Indians lineup rundown. They have over 100 home runs already this season. Batting leadoff in right field is Russ NAGELSON. Batting second in center field is Jose Cardenal. Batting third at third base is Bob Bailey. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Norm Cash. Batting fifth in left field is John Lowenstein. Batting sixth at second base is Vern Fuller. Batting seventh and catching is Ken SUAREZ. Batting eighth at shortstop is Zoilo VERSALLES. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Rich Hand. Okay, Bruce Brubaker making his 7th start, 3-2, 4.09 ERA, 29 strikeouts in 55 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .309 against him. Fastball, and we know it's pretty good. It tops out at 94 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 46.5%. The fastball is essentially his only positive pitch, rated at 87, a changeup right around league average. Overall rated as 77, the 28-year-old righty is arbitration eligible after the 1977 season, 1972 season. We'll take a look at his log. Yeah, there's his last start versus the Angels. He gave up 5 runs in 5 innings, 8 hits, 1 home run, a couple of walks, and a strikeout. He has not had a decision in his last 3 starts. Cleveland, he pitched in relief a couple of times, but and in fact, he got the loss in one of those games. All right, let's take a look at our defense. Yeah, it's a little bit different today with Pepitone in center field. I don't really feel good about that. Our infield is solid. Behind the plate is SANGUILLEN. He's getting the start today after Duffy Dyer started yesterday's ball game. Okay, Russ NAGELSON leading off versus Bruce Brubaker. And a 2-2 count. And a leadoff home run. 13th home run of the season for NAGELSON. 1-0 Cleveland. Next batter up is Jose Cardenal with a base hit into center field. Cardenal's got good speed, I believe. 23 stolen bases. I think he's first or second among the league leaders. If you didn't watch the secondary supplement video yesterday, we did have an end of the month of June standings and all-time league leaders video, which I thought was kind of fun. I enjoyed taking a look at the leaders and all their stats. There's number 24 now for Cardenal, as things are already getting out of hand. And I think we could learn some things about the league leaders that maybe we didn't realize, especially if you weren't alive then. But Don Drysdale was a god at this point of 1970. he was among he was the active leader in a lot of categories, and already in the top, 10 to 15 in some of the best categories. Pitchers, wow, I mean, come on now. A homer, a single, stole a base, a walk, and now a wild pitch. I don't know what to do. We're going to pull the infield in because that's the right thing to do, but I have a feeling it's not going to make a lot of difference here. 1-1 count to Cash. Well, we saw him off, pop it up. And then also, it just gave a little bit more credence to Camilo Pascual, our pitcher, who's among the league leaders. I think he was 14th overall in strikeouts. Could you imagine what Pascual's career would have been if he had not been on the Senators and the Twins, in the late 50s, all through the 60s? All right, so now we're going to pull the corners in for John Lowenstein. He's got 12 hits. Is he a rookie? Yeah, this is his rookie season. Having a good year. And Lowenstein. Lowenstein. That sounds right. Pops it out. Okay, we have a chance to get out of this, just giving up the 1 run. The likelihood is slim. It's Vern Fuller, 1-0 count, and a ground ball to short. Belanger makes the play, and we do hold them to just 1 run. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at our lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in left field is Jesus ALOU. Batting second at second base is Van Kelly. Batting third at first base is Deron Johnson. Batting cleanup in center field is Joe Pepitone. Batting fifth in right field is Bill Robinson. Batting sixth at third base is Aurelio Rodriguez. Batting seventh is the catcher, Manny. Batting eighth is the shortstop, Mark Belanger. And batting ninth is Brubaker. Okay, Rich Hand making his second start. 0-1, did not go so well. He gave up 7 runs, 6 earned in 6 innings. I believe that was against the Tigers. 4 strikeouts in that ball game. He did have a wild pitch. The good news is that his fastball tops out at 92 miles an hour. The bad news is that it's rated at 68. The screwball's his out pitch. It's rated 91. Overall rated an 80. The 21-year-old rookie is arbitration eligible at the end of the 73 season. In the minor leagues, he's putting up some good numbers, so you can see why they pull him up due to the injuries. Sam McDowell's injured. I forget the other starting pitcher off the top of my head. But Rich Hand, solid pitcher. We're going to see more of him in the future. We'll take a look at the defense for the Indians. They hold right side of the infield and right field below league average. So that's Cash, Fuller, and Nagelson. Defensively not so good. Behind the plate is Suarez with a 93 rating and a 95 arm. So what is his fielding percentage? Costing percent 36%. Last year in our sim, it was 75%, so that was 3 out of 4. That's all there is. We can all do the math there. All right. Let's get it going here with Jesus ALOU. Pilots down 1-0, and ALOU strikes out. 1 out. Here's Van Kelly. Kelly popping it up to the shortstop, VERSALLES. 2 quick outs for Rich Hand. And Deron Johnson gives it a ride. There we go. Put it right in the love zone. That's the 18th home run for Deron Johnson. Arguably the best player on the team. Joe Pepitone might have something to say about that. He's batting .300 with 17 home runs, and he hits a ground ball to short, and that'll do it. But we tie it up on Deron Johnson's 18th home run. He surpassed his home run total from last year. It's all tied at 1. Here is Ken Suarez leading it off. Ground ball pulled to short. Out number 1 as Belanger makes the play. Next up is the shortstop, Zoilo Versales, one-time MVP. Fly ball to left field. And Rich Hand, hey, he's 1 for 1. Was it a double? You gotta see. Fuck yeah, it's a double. I mean, of course it's a double. That's all the pits. Okay, so I looked this up. Ground ball to first. I looked this up. Our starting pitchers this year have 10 hits. Of the 10 hits, the current starters in our rotation combined have 10 hits. Of those 10 hits, how many of those do you think are doubles? I will give you the answer here at the end of the half inning. Here's Bill Robinson leading off the bottom of the second with a ground ball to short. 1 down. Aurelio Rodriguez, he is slumping down to a .225 batting average. 2 quick outs for Rich Hand. And then Sanguillen strikes out. If you guessed that our pitchers have a total of 6 doubles out of their 10 hits, you win a prize, which is my undying adulation. Okay, we go to the top of the third. There's Russ NAGELSON. Base hit. Oh, ground ball cut off by Kelly. Hey, Van Kelly, you may have noticed on the title card, has made only 1 error all season at second base. His defensive range is almost at 10, which is very good. So left side of the infield doing their part. And Bailey will fly out to center field. We go to the bottom of the third. And Mark Belanger will lead it off. I don't think I've seen a hitter on any of our teams as hot and cold as Mark Belanger. He was terrible. I think he went 1 for 14 or something when we first got him. And then he went on a mad tear. His batting average was over 300. And now he's just dead in the water as Brubaker flies out and Jesus ALOU grounds out. 1 hit through 3 innings at home. Unbelievable. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Brubaker appears to have settled down. He's got a couple tough lefties here, though. Norm Cash, he walks him. That's okay. Potential double play candidate here. Hot shot to third. Around the horn? Yes. Nice job. 2 down. And Vern Fuller gets it past Johnson into right field for a hit. Held at first. Third hit against Brubaker. Got 2 walks. Has yet to strike anybody out. As he does now with SUAREZ. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Here is Van Kelly. Looking out. 3 Ks for Rich Hand. The interesting thing is Rich Hand's first start, he got clobbered. And on Brubaker's last start, he got clobbered. So the game is obviously trying to level out the numbers by having a good pitching performance from each. Deron Johnson, he's gone deep, and now he's got a single. 9 pitch at bat. We're going to let PEPITONE swing away. Normally I'd hit and run here, but I think he's got some opportunity to clobber it. It's going to be the opposite, a blooper. Into center field. Finds a hole. Johnson goes to third. It is first and third. 1 out, and an actual hit and run situation. I'm glad we hung on to Bill Robinson and pushed him through that huge slump, because he's in the top 10 in RBI right now. And he's got another shot. Of course, he's got to swing the bat and to strike him out, throw him out. PEPITONE gunned down easily at second base. So the game had that planned for us. No scoring allowed. Will that change the momentum? VERSALLES grounds out to short. Here's a rich hand. Brubaker puts it right down the middle. At least he's throwing them fastballs instead of the off-speed crap. And there's the error. So this is where things will get away from us. There'll be unearned runs that they score here, but at least, you know, I don't think it's going to damage Brubaker's ERA. NAGELSON, foul ball. Caught. 2 down. I can't imagine that error by SANGUILLEN not causing runs to be scored. Oh, but it might. Another foul ball right into the head of this spectator. And we do get out of the jam. Good job by Brubaker, not letting the error phase him at all. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Let's get some runs here. Aurelio Rodriguez leading it off. Fly ball to center field. I think one thing that I can say for certain is the longer we hang around, the more chance we have to win the ball game, as SANGUILLEN will get a hit. A little duck snort into center field. We have to let Belanger swing away. I mean, I'd love the bunt, but the pitcher's spots up. So it'd be 2 down with Brubaker up. There's a ground ball to first. Catcher running. Oh, the only play was to go to first. See, this feels like a very tactical thing for the game to do, because we could take Brubaker out, bring in Hegan to pinch hit, and maybe get the lead for Brubaker. But he's only at 76 pitches. I mean, but he has a righty and 2 lefties coming up. I mean, that's the thing to do. We got to take him out. We got to try to get any run that we can. So here is Mike Hegan batting under 200, but with 10 home runs. He's overdue. 2-2 count. Oh, he goes to left field with it. And that is out number. Oh, it's going to be dropped. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. I cannot believe that. Wow, Mater. That is an error on Lowenstein. And Higgins on second. The Pilots have the lead, and Brubaker is eligible for the win. Jesus ALOU will give Lowenstein another shot. And he drops it again! Oh, no! Come on! Come on! He's got the yips out there. That is insane. That is absolutely ridiculous. These are all unearned runs. So the runs are being scored, but Rich Hand's 9 ERA is coming down nonetheless. That is redonkulous. And then Kelly finally strikes out. All right. We're not going to use Hegan. We will bring in Dick Bainey in relief. Dick Bainey was having a really good year until we gave him a couple of starts due to injuries. And he gave up 1 run, and then he gave up 9 runs. 8 earned. Okay, here we go. Bob Bailey leading off. Ground ball to second. There's 1 out. RB will have a little drink here. What are the odds that the left fielder drops 2 fly balls on back-to-back plays? Only in Baseball Mogul would something that ridiculous happen. Back-to-back hits from the lefties. That was a guarantee. Cash will hold at second. Let's get a double play here with Vern Fuller. Fly ball to right. Will Cash tag? He does. Goes to third. This feels like a wild pitch scoring a run here. Ken SUAREZ, full count. There's a ground ball to first. Good job by Bainey. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Deron Johnson, 2 for 2 today with a home run and a single. Striking out. 6 Ks for Rich Hand. Pepitone grounds out. Those two guys have 3 of our 4 hits. And then Bill Robinson will fly out. Will he catch it? Yes, he does. All right. Zoilo VERSALLES. We'll give Bainey one more in, or at least 2 batters here. VERSALLES. A comebacker to Bainey. Good job. They are going to let Rich Hand bat. That is stupid as hell. There's another double for the pitcher. I mean, is that a major glitch or what? Yeah, I mean, that is a huge glitch in the game. That run doesn't mean anything. It's going to happen anyway. It has to happen. We'll pull the corners in. I mean, there's nothing we're going to be able to do to stop it. So Bainey's going to take the brunt here. We're going to pull the infield in. When the pitcher gets a double, you know that you've lost. Oh, he was thrown out at home! What is going on? This game is so messed up. So Nagelson tried to go home, and our left fielder, ALOU, throws him out the plate, and we maintain the lead. I mean, there has been some like really amazing, strange plays happening today. Okay, now we can hit and run. Rodriguez on first, Manny SANGUILLEN, great contact hitter. Base hit to center. I think all of the, I feel like the momentum switched here. We're going to go on contact. Oh. Okay. Well, that'll get a run in. 4-2. Good job by Belanger. Rich Rollins will come in with a runner on second and 1 down. He's been a good pinch hitter this year. Striking out, though, there in that spot. 2 down, and ALOU pops it up. 4 runs, 5 hits. We will go to the top of the 8th inning. We got 2 lefties coming up. Oof, I don't like our lefties, any of our options. We're going to bring in Jack DeLauro. I'm just going with what I feel is true, which is he has not pitched enough innings yet to get clobbered. Ramon Hernandez got clobbered in his last appearance. Ron Locke, we've just pitched too much. So my gut just says go with DeLauro because he's not ready to give up runs yet. Okay. I was wrong. That was lefty on lefty violence. We'll bring in Fred Gladding here. Vern Fuller. Vern. Flies out to center. And Ken Suarez walks. No, it can't be easy. 2 down. And the catcher with a 65 rating steals second base. So the game is about to be tied. We're going to intentionally walk VERSALLES to get to the pitcher spot. And they're going to bring in a pinch hitter, which is John Orsino. John Cena. Gladding will come out, and we're going to bring in Dirty Fuentes. 0-2. Yeah. Bottom of the 8th inning, Mike Paul will lead it off. Now, normally I would just pinch hit Gary Sutherland here, lefty on lefty. There's Paul's numbers for you. Good walk to strikeout ratio. Now, yeah, normally I would pinch hit, but Van Kelly's better defensively. And I'll take a strikeout here. Popped it up. So he goes 0 for 4 with 2 Ks today. We would not win this game if it wasn't for those errors. And the lucky getting ALOU getting throwing the runner out at home. Joe Pepitone hits lefties just fine. I got no problem with him in there. Swing and a miss. We go to the top of the 9th inning. We're up a run. And it's the top of the lineup. Miguel Fuentes, we live and die with him. Often we've died. Striking him out. 2 batters, 2 Ks. There's Jose Cardenal. Well, that's the old strikeout walk combo. Let's get a double play here and end this right now. There's nothing we can do. We just have to go after him. And that's the ball game. Robinson with a base hit. Rodriguez will try to bunt. Good bunt down the third baseline. Robinson safe at second. There's Manny Sanguillen. Get down. Robinson tags and goes to third. And once again, it's up to Mark Belanger. This is the game. We lost 5-4. What a wacky game all the way around. We started off July with a loss. No trades. I'll take a look at the standings. Wow. I mean, the White Sox have lost 12 in a row. Baltimore's won 10 in a row. National League. Mets up 2. Los Angeles is up 3. Headline news. Brainiac baseball did a beat. Chicago slump continues. Well, that's all there is. Transactions. Oh, yeah. We had the big trade yesterday. That was cool. Oh, Ethan Blackaby, the GM. He's going to be calling his shots from the office now. He's out almost, what is it, 8 months? A long time. 8 months, yeah. And Gary Gentry of the Mets, starting pitcher, is done for the year, it looks like. That's sad. Okay, we'll pull up the box score. Player of the game. Now, this is a tough one because it's so disappointing. By the way, I did do a sports card video earlier today. I opened up a box of the new updated version of the football cards, the Gunslingers. Pretty cool video. Check that out. I'll have it right about here. I guess we're going to go ahead and give the player of the game to Deron Johnson. He did hit a home run today and had a single. We had a missed hit and run. I mean, we had our chances. Miguel Fuentes, definitely not closer material, but we've got to we've got to have somebody do it. Yeah, not great. Mike Paul gets the win in relief. He's 5-2 on the year. And the Indians do what they do. They bash 3 home runs. And that was what propelled them to the victory. Bob Bailey hitting his 12th home run there in the 9th inning. That was what did it. Okay, that'll do it. We will come back tomorrow with Game 2 of the series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.